All right, welcome everybody to another session of Silversong. Hello, Chibi. So it's been a little bit, but we're finally back performing for you. It's been a long process. I'm in the middle of transferring my DM notes between two computers, as I don't want to lose anything. And so several issues that have come up during that process. If anyone's in our Discord, they saw me angry about it earlier today. But the issues that have come up have definitely slowed things immensely, which has put a bit of a few obstacles in the way of doing the actual work that I want to do for the campaigns. Nice, Chibi, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot that I put that in before we went to break. I forgot that I added that. I was like, oh yeah, we'll test it. We'll test that out, and then I completely forgot that I added the widget because it doesn't show up unless the stream is live. So yeah, you guys are on screen now. Imagine that.
Ooh.
What was I talking about? Yeah, so I'm in the process of transferring files. I have something like 10,000 files and 967 DM notes that need to be moved to a different computer, and the issues have caused that to be a manual transfer rather than just being able to export them all and quickly move them over to a different format. It's not doable. So it's been slower than I had hoped it would be. So that's been my past week, which has gotten in the way of doing the work that I want to do, which is the work on the campaigns. You will still get banned. So don't be too much of a complete fool. So that means that we're a little bit behind. So some of these sessions this week might need to be a little bit shorter, just because the amount of prep work and future work that I can do has been eaten up by endless amounts of frustration. But it's good to be back. We'll still have the streams as long as everybody is available for them, including Wednesday for Whispers. But they might need to be shorter sessions because all manner of issues. Including a completely unrelated one where I was trying to make maps and it just was not loading anything for a whole day. So that really put a damper on working ahead on that day. I was like, okay, yeah. I'll now that I've been transferring a bunch of files, I'll take a little bit of a break. I'll try to get some maps finished out for the currently running groups. No. But regardless, we're back, so let's get into it. Before we went on our little break, previously on Silversong, the party on the hunt for a mystical lyre that is said to cure illnesses, ailments, and conditions. On behalf of the benefactor of the orphanage they all stem from, as she is ill, with a mysterious condition called Silverven. No, last time I broke it because I made too many maps, GB. That's true. I actually did hit the cap. And I had no idea what was going on because they don't have like a notification for if you hit the cap, because I don't think that they expected anybody to make like 1,089 maps or something like that. So I did hit the cap, and that I thought it was broken, but it was my fault. But no, we're below that number, so it's a different problem. But I think it's fine now. So on their quest to find this lyre, they were led to a dragonborn monastery, which gave them a few clues that might help them find it, as well as half of a keystone to access it. And in search of the other half, that led them to Glorybell, a large city, where they could consult an old archaeomancer about relics that had been found in the area, where they learned that a nobleman had grabbed or had found the other half and was looking into it. They deduced that that nobleman was likely Francis Sullivan, actually the son of the benefactor of their orphanage, Lady Sullivan, and hatched a plan to sneak in and steal it with the help of a young researcher named named Pavlova and a dragonborn man named Rolla, and a few other helpful characters. So on the previous session, they made their way into the manor, and after setting fire to the servants' quarters as a distraction, they managed to slip inside unnoticed, but they were thrown for a bit of a loop when the owner of the manor, Lord Sullivan, woke up in the middle of the night and began to investigate some of the noises that he was hearing, to which Kaj decided to distract Lord Francis by running off as a cat while shaping into a cat and running off. And so he was chased around the manor as he tried to shoo this cat out of his mansion. And so that allowed the other two to successfully steal what they wanted to steal, several things from his drawers, as well as slip into his bedroom and steal some of his money as well. So, where we left off, the party had successfully made it out of the manor and gotten away without being noticed. The only person noticed was the cat, but it's just a cat, so there's no reason that anyone would suspect that there was some sort of foul play going on there. And they had escaped into the night and were regrouping. And that was where we left off before we took a little break for the holidays. And so that's where we will return. All right. So, late into the night, you all steal away from the manor, heading in slightly different directions. I believe Kaj ran off to go get Tibber, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the other two were heading to regroup at the Drunken Jester, was that correct?
Yes. Although Zara's taking the long way around.
Right, yeah, you two split up. Is there anything else I'm forgetting before we continue? Just so that we make sure we get everything.
Wait, Kaj went to go get Pavlova.
Kaj went to
Yeah,
get...
they're gonna get... Yeah, to get Tibbs, then get Pavlova.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. You left Pavlova at Good Graces, was that what you left? Or was it? Oh, at Duchesne's, right.
Yeah.
Correct, yes. That you did leave him. You did leave her there. All right. So then the two of you make your way back to the Drunken Jester. You're taking two different pathways. But we'll say that Kaj goes to get Tibber, and after some time they trek across the city to go get Pavlova as well. So you two will arrive a little bit later. Alrighty. So it's pretty late at night when you get back to the Drunken Jester. I don't remember what form you were in. So you tell me. You can drag it yourself.
Elvin's there.
I think, yeah, that sounds right to me. You're not here. You're not here. He's just kind of cleaning up. Perfect. So the two of you make your way into the Drunken Jester quite late at night. And the bar is now completely empty. The folk have filtered out and gone home, leaving only the owner himself, Clark Keswick, who is just kind of quietly cleaning up. But he turns around to kind of see the door swing open and goes, wasn't expecting anyone show up so late at night.
How much for a room? Or a bed?
Bed's just 2 griffs.
Since it's almost morning, mind if I give you one?
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, all right. Fine, I can accept one.
Sarah will give him the grip.
Right, he just kind of tucks the gold away into a coin purse at his waist and says, well, room's upstairs. Should be some beds open. Don't think we got that many patrons tonight.
Excellent. Excuse me, sir. Zara tries to make it seem like he doesn't know Gale.
I could sense that. Chat saw me do that. I could sense that you were going to move right when I was highlighting both of you, and it would slingshot you. And I stopped myself. So you creak your way up the stairs to the upper floor of the Drunken Jester. And, well, I suppose you tell me what you want to do. Pretending that you don't know each other. You simultaneously walk your way up the stairs.
Since there's no one around, Sarah doesn't really care. Gonna knock on Rola's door.
You have to wait slightly longer this time for the door to swing open, but eventually it does. And you see Rolla, who's just kind of stifling a yawn. Come in.
You're very trusting.
And you notice that Gale has not... Oh yeah, has he not seen this face?
I don't think he has, no.
It's been quite a while, and I do not remember which characters have seen which face.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen this one.
Well, let's just say he saw Gale with you.
Okay, no, he'll just turn into Aruba, but like a taller Aruba.
Okay. So the two of you make your way into Rolla's room. And he just kind of looks at you like, all right, well, did anything happen?
Well, yeah. But we should probably wait for the rest of them.
All right, sure. So if you just want to wait for the others to arrive before you tell the full story, then you can do so. The other two, you eventually find Tibber out in the alleys, kind of closer to the Noble District, Kaj. And then if you guys don't want to roleplay that all out, then we can just kind of skip you ahead to grabbing Pavlova.
I'm gonna sprint in front of Tibbs as a cat, and then just turn back into Kosh.
Oh, man, I was excited for the cat.
It's getting harder to do right now. So we should go get Pavlova before we head back, right?
Yeah. Where's back? Where
Where's
are we
what?
meeting? Where are we meeting?
Oh, at the tavern.
Which one?
The not
Good Graces?
nice one. No, the other one.
Why do we pick the sketchy one?
The Dragonborn guy's back there, right?
Oh god, we gotta talk to him.
I think so. I mean, we already told him we were gonna go do something, right?
I thought we were just gonna. All right.
I feel like coming in late at night would be more sketchy at the Good Graces. We stand out
feel
a
like-
little bit more.
I mean, maybe. Feel like overthinking it's gonna make it look sketchier than anything, but
Did anybody see?
I've just been sitting here.
Okay.
I didn't do anything, so I mean. Then again, other guards. I mean, nobody was really running by. So
I knocked over his plant in there. It was good.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just like kicked it. Like I jumped up and just kicked it off as a cat, and it was a fun time. He was chasing me all over the place.
He was chasing you?
Yeah. He came out of his room at some point. I think I might have been loud when I was opening one of the doors. So I would already a cat and then let him on a chase. As far as he knows, there's just a cat out here. It's a real asshole.
There was just a cat, and then one of his buildings on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
I don't know what all the others got, but
Did any of you get seen?
I think only Cat Me got seen, as far as I know.
Okay, well, I guess no more turning into a cat. Or can you like change the cat that you turn into?
I'd have to try.
I mean, if you want to, I can carry you. Maybe give
Not
you
right
little
now.
pets. Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
So you make your way.
Pickup.
Yeah, you kind of discuss that as you're making your way across the city to go and get Pavlova, pick her up from Duchesne Excavations. And you arrive when it's quite dark out. And I suppose knock on the door.
Mhm.
You take a couple moments, wait, kind of out in the dark. Occasionally you see a guard kind of walk by and just sort of eye you, but they were on the opposite side of the city. They got no involvement in this. They don't know what's going on. But eventually a very sleepy looking Pavlova opens the door. Her hair is sort of sticking up at a strange angle as if she was asleep at her desk.
Busy
Yes.
day.
Yeah, what is it? Oh, it's you guys.
Yeah, sorry, we have to hear pretty long actually.
No,
We,
no, it's
well,
all
we
right.
ended up doing something else besides walking into the forest, like you were saying.
Is that the last thing we told her?
Yeah, that's the last thing we said, right, Bev?
Yes, I believe so. Where did you end up going then?
Still have enough else to
Uh,
say here. We can talk about it back at the tavern.
Oh, all right. Which tavern are we going to?
The one in the south.
All right. I'll just let me grab my things. And she kind of scampers back inside to go grab her little satchel, and quickly hurries over to the door to join you. And so you walk with her across the city, heading south through the darker streets, eventually arriving in Glaston and the Drunken Jester. And you see Mr. Keswick as well, just kind of still cleaning up down the bottom of the bar. But is there anything you want to say to him?
I'll let Tibbs handle this one. I'm gonna look up at Tibbs.
Did the was there like a blue boy that came through here?
Yeah, there was.
Is he upstairs?
Yeah, headed right up.
All right, cool. I'll start walking upstairs.
Alrighty. Pavlova. I'm too lazy to go find where she is, so I'm just gonna search her. There she is.
Where's that cat?
I'm gonna walk up and knock 3 times pretty aggressively. Open up! It's the town guard.
Rolla just looks at the two of you. You led them here.
Someone's here. Please go around.
No. I'll handle this, guys. Ruva opens the door a little bit. Oh.
Ah,
Hi.
I'm
Hi,
fucking with you.
Tibbs. It's just Tibbs.
Don't sound too excited. This room's
Where
getting
are-
small.
Where's Kosh? Oh,
Right.
Just behind me.
hi, Pavi.
Hello.
Um,
It's a nice night, isn't it?
mm-hmm. What have you been up to?
Well, I was just helping out with note taking for Mr. Duchesne.
Oh. That was so long ago. I completely forgot.
Yes, it was a little bit ago, but you'll have to tell me what you all were up to. They said you didn't go to the forest.
Oh, well, we looked at a map and decided against it.
All
Okay,
right.
Lily.
Yes, I would like to hear the story of what you all were up to tonight. Then.
Say, Kosh? Ruva's gonna look at Kosh. I feel like you were a cat, so your perspective's probably the best.
Of what went on in there?
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. What else did you guys get from in there?
Oh,
I only knew really the hallway, and I didn't see much else.
Ruva looks at Gale. Gale, you still have the parcel, right?
Don't look at me. I wasn't allowed to be inside. I was kicked
No.
out. You can tell them what happened.
I gave you the parcel. Okay,
What,
so
you
we
got kicked out? What?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed inside.
You were kicked out. Did the guards
No.
spot you?
I don't think any
No,
of us are
I
allowed
w-
inside.
Even
Okay.
worse, I was kicked out by Ruva. She wouldn't let me in. She's like, "Oh no, you can't be in here. You have to leave. You're a boy." It was stupid.
No. Okay, so he's lying. I gave him the thing we needed
I'm
and
gonna
then
let you-
told him to leave so
I'm
that
gonna
he wouldn't
nudge
get
Pavlova.
caught.
I'm gonna nudge Pavlova and lean over and like say quiet to her if we broke into Lord Sullivan's house.
You can see kind of her eyes go a little bit wide. So you were doing thievery then?
Thought he
I'm gonna
was
smile
shot.
and like hold up my finger to my lips like shh.
Yeah, it's just slightly too loud with that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Speaking
More
of, did
like-
we even get anything?
Reallocation. Gale has it.
As of what?
The parcel. That was in a desk.
So you
Yeah.
did have it.
Yes, he does. I gave it to him and I told him to leave to make sure that we definitely got it.
Well,
And
let's
then
see
she stayed, and then she kept taking stuff,
it. Who
Yeah.
cares?
she-
Let's see it.
and she never said thank you because I
He
helped her
didn't
find something that was
leave.
special. You're welcome. I help you
Can
find
we
special
see
things.
the fucking parcel, please?
Yeah, here you go.
Thank you.
So, Of the things that were grabbed, you can just kind of all gather together what you got from the manor, and we'll just do it all together. Rather than trying to sort out who has what, because I don't remember. You grabbed a small cloth parcel. It was kind of wrapped up and tied with a string. That I don't believe you opened, as well as a small box, a wooden box that was nailed shut, that you also did not open. And then you also grabbed a bunch of papers from his desk, some parchment that had some text scrawled across it, but you didn't read it yet. And then I think you grabbed a coin purse from the other room.
Some of his clothes.
So in some of his
I
clothes,
think
yes.
a brooch, the gloves.
Right, yes. Thank you. Right, so you kind of spread out the haul that you gathered. And, well, what would you like to take a look at?
See the
Parcel
parcel.
first, yeah.
All right. Then I suppose if you want to untie the string and unwrap the cloth parcel, you can do so. I'll take
Yep.
that as a
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yes, yeah. River will do it.
I never know when people want to be more careful, so I don't want to make the decision for you. I don't want to jump
Yeah.
ahead if you're trying to be all careful, but yeah. So you unwrap this cloth parcel and find inside of it a sort of half circular, jagged edged stone tablet that resembles the one that you have seen before. And it is similarly carved with this sort of dragon wrapping around the side of it, entwined with the other. And you get this other kind of half of the text.
Can I read it?
You can. So this half on this tablet reads, "Protect her bones."
What did the other half say?
In Draconic, of course.
It had something to do with a B. It started with a B, or had a B in it.
I can just tell you what the other half said if you want. If you
Yeah.
don't want to search back
Yeah.
through notes. So the
What
other half said "Wall of Stone."
Okay, it didn't have a B.
Which one looks like it's on top?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? What?
It's like a tablet, right?
Wall of stone.
No, it's like a.
Imagine a
Yeah.
frisbee that you cut in half.
Yeah. So if you were to hold it upright, which part is, or is it on either side?
I would say it's more left and right.
Copy on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember if we told Rolla that we had the first time?
No, I specifically told him that we were trying to find this one so that we could get a clue to find the other one.
Yes, and as you kind of redirect your attention to Rolla as you unwrap this parcel, you can see him kind of wide-eyed as he says, "This is it. This is half of the tablet. This is half of the keystone."
Oh, hey gosh.
Hmm?
How do you feel about everyone in this room?
God, looks like put on the spot for a second. I think it's fine. How about you, Tibbs?
I don't think I should say it out loud.
Bill?
What Tib said.
Well, okay. So I suppose this means that we now know what half of the tablet looks like. so it'll be easier to find the other one.
I suppose you're right. Do you mind if I take a closer look at it?
Not at all. Riva will hand it over.
Yeah, he takes it in his claws and just kind of turns it over. He's just examining it more closely. And you just kind of hear him quietly musing to himself, protect her bones. And when he's finished, he hands it back.
Thank you. Do you have any clues?
Well, I'm afraid not quite. I was hoping that there would be more to the inscription on it, but something so simple and, well, we only have half of it. It's not much to go by.
Then I suppose we have no idea where the birthright is. Although, Room's gonna kind of like look up, try to like think. Didn't Sinceria say something about a dragon queen?
Queen of the Dragons? You mean Nidrir?
Maybe? I was a little distracted. She had a little dragon of her own.
I see. What about Nidrir?
Well, it says protect her bones, so... And we know it has something to do with dragons.
Well, I believe that the her that this is referring to would be Lilandil.
Okay.
What does Wall of Stone mean?
God just got
Ruva,
wide-eyed at
Turns to
him.
face you.
Ruva just
Wall
looks
of
at
Stone.
him.
What do you mean by that?
What?
What does Wall of Stone mean?
Well, I mean, like, in terms of this, like, so, do we know that?
Do we know what?
What it's referring to? I mean, obviously it's a wall of stone, but which one?
Have you been drinking again? Ruva rolls her eyes. Ignore him. He's been like this all day.
Persuasion check. Or deception.
Persuasion.
He shrugs it off. Oh, all right. Well, what else did you find in there, at least?
Oh, gloves.
Gloves. All right.
Pappy, can you, tell us what these do?
I suppose if you give me a minute, I might be able to determine it. She kind of picks them up and begins to examine them.
While she's doing that, Ruva will just kind of explain that, she went through the room and kind of made it look like someone had robbed him. That's why I kept going. And also, I saw his closet and I may have taken an outfit. But, he didn't need all of it. It's incredibly luxurious.
He wore those, though. It's kind of gross.
Well, I can always just clean them. I wear dead people's clothes all the time.
Pavlova suddenly drops the gloves. And then shoots you a really nervous look, Ruva.
What's wrong?
She kind of motions for you to lean a little closer towards her so that she can whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are made from dragonborn skin.
Oh, okay. Ruva's just gonna pocket it and just keep talking about how she wonders what that wooden box is.
Pavlova
Oh,
kind
is
of
it?
jumps on that too. Indeed. Do you suppose we have to open it?
Well, it's nailed shut.
While they're
I
doing
don't.
that, I want to look through the papers and see if I can find a location anywhere.
All right. Yeah, you can sort through the papers, Kosh. What are you doing about the wooden box?
Gail, you want to open this?
Gale's just kind of looking out in the corner, and if smoke could come out of his ears, they would be.
Gail, make an investigation check for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, with an 18, you kind of examine the box a little bit closer after you're handed it, and take kind of a look at it, and it just seems like an ordinary wooden box. The wood itself is not glowing. The nails are not glowing. It is just a pretty standard nailed shut wooden box. But as you kind of pick it up, you can kind of shake it slightly, not like vigorously, but just sort of shifting its weight. And there is something inside of it that's kind of shifting around. And as you kind of shift it around, you get a slight scent of something. It smells really strongly of perhaps herbs of some sort.
Oh, that's weird. It smells nice.
Oh, what does it smell like?
Herbs.
Oh, well, that's not my expertise, but we'll look at Tibbs.
Can I
What
pry it
is-
open?
Yeah, if you had something kind of flat, you can place it kind of in between it and the small kind of little opening there and pry it open.
I've got a sword.
Sword,
Hey,
a dagger, any sort of flat surface would do.
Use the
Careful.
sword.
It might be poison.
All right. Then you're summoning your shadowy blade to do
Whoosh.
this. It that gets a reaction out of Roll. He kind of takes a step back, a little bit surprised. Oh, right. And you use the blade of the sword to kind of pry the nails upwards slightly, and now you can just sort of pull off the lid if you want to.
Ding.
I'll pry it open.
Careful, it might be poison.
I'll face it towards Ruva. Pry it open.
So you pry this open,
Mhm.
and inside is sort of a nest made out of a bunch of leaves of varying types, and they've kind of been packed in there and resting kind of in the center of this clump of leaves. The smell intensifies as you open it, by the way. Nesting kind of in the very center of this bundle of herbs is a necklace.
I'll pull it back towards me. Look at it.
It is
Is
a silver necklace.
That's so pretty.
Is it shiny?
It's not shiny. It gives off something uncomfortable, Gail.
Oh.
You don't sort of sense an aura to it. It just kind of sends shivers up your spine as you look at it.
Mm.
What's wrong?
Uh, how to describe this? Ever get smacked in the face with wind and it feels like you're being cut in the face? Feels like that.
Oh.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't like this. This is uncomfortable.
Okay, well, it was nailed shut, so maybe we close it back up until we can find out what it is.
Mm,
Or I'll take it.
What kind of herbs are in there?
oh, good question. Let me just move the necklace over.
Don't touch it.
What's that?
She asked to look at the herbs, so I scoot the necklace over.
All right. As you touch the necklace, make a con
Mhm.
save for me.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Okay.
I was hoping for
You sc-
lower.
You scoot the necklace over.
I could hold it if you want.
Well, I don't know why Gil's looking. He doesn't know anything about herbs.
What are you No, what are you talking about? I scooted the necklace over so you could look at the herbs.
Well, someone take it
Here,
from
I'll
me.
hold it for you. No, I'm holding it.
Very well. You hold it.
Okay.
Gosh, take the box from him and see if you know if there's any herbs.
Hmm. I'll
Like,
take this
what
I
kind of
can do it.
herbs are those? Okay. Tips, take the box. See what kind of herbs are in there.
I'm like absorbing the papers right now.
Tibbs has been holding his hand out for like a minute now. Like,
Gil, give him the box.
What do you mean? I'm holding the box out right here for you. Take the box of herbs.
God. They shouldn't be this hard.
All right,
I
What do you
don't-
mean?
you,
I,
I'm
Okay,
literally holding
okay,
it for
okay.
someone.
Gil, Ruva's gonna take the box,
I
put
don't
it, and
offer
put it
3
in
times.
Tibbs's hand. There you go.
All right.
So weird.
The box is handed over. Tibber, make a nature check for me.
He's gonna like pick the necklace up and like
Oh,
just
it's in
hold
my
it in his
hands.
hand.
I already
Okay.
have it.
Yeah, no,
I was
yeah.
like, he was gonna
This is
pick it
just
up
the
and
empty.
move it.
Yeah, this is just the empty box.
It's the wooden box holding a nest of herbs.
Okay.
With an 18, you, yeah, all right. With an 18, two things. The first thing you notice is that this is a massive combination of different herbs. There is every herb in the book crammed into this little box here. But several of them seem to be a little bit more common than the others. And as you kind of investigate this box, you're not necessarily able to pick out any particular one, but as you smell this, the scent that these herbs have, you get sort of this vague familiarity. And then it hits you. You've smelled these herbs before, and it was in the church.
It's just the same shit that was in the church.
Oh,
Hmm.
Kosh, put the papers down. You know a lot about the church stuff.
I guess so.
Why would a necklace be in it?
Gale the sword does not want it.
Damn it.
Hey, Gil,
In fact, as you kind of push the two together, it's almost like there's a repelling magnetic force between the two. It does not want it.
Oh. Alright, I'll
No.
throw it on the ground.
Gil, let me see
I'll
the
fucking
necklace.
take it,
What do
man.
you?
Come on. I'm already uncomfortable all the time anyway.
I just want to see, like, examine it. Someone look at it closer.
Okay.
You got tips?
Yeah, I don't care. Where is
All
it?
right, Tibbs.
It's on the floor.
Tibber, you pick up the necklace. Con save.
God.
All right, you pick up the necklace. And you kind of turn it over in your hand to take a better look at it. It is a very simple silver chain. There's no pendant or anything like that.
It's a necklace.
There's no inscription?
Nope, it's very
Nope.
thin.
Nah.
Hmm.
Do I feel uncomfortable?
Nope, it's just a necklace.
Yeah, nah, he's eating shit. There's nothing wrong with this.
What are you talking about? You don't get
Let me
it.
see it
I'm the
then.
one who can see magic. You can't. I'm telling you, it's not magic, but it's something dark and weird and creepy. Not even the sword one did it.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
the
know
sword
what you're
doesn't
talking
like
about.
things that aren't magic.
No,
Of course it
no,
wouldn't
no,
want it.
no. See, you're right. Normally, if I put, let's say, a normal dagger of yours, or hypothetically speaking, against it, then it won't do anything. It'll just rest against each other. But when I put the necklace towards it, it feels like it's pushing away. It's repulsed by it.
What?
Normal to me, so
Let
worst
me
case,
see
I
it.
can just keep it on me.
You
That's
must not
fine.
have
Get rid of it.
standards.
Can I see it, Tibbs?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You
I'm
pass
just
it
gonna
over. And take it in your hand, Ruva. Con save.
Con. Save.
All right, you take the necklace.
We're just teetering on some sort of DC right now.
Hmm. No,
Cos looks really confused as to why they're just passing it around if it's supposed to be me.
no, this is. I don't understand. Why would this be in a box?
Because it's silver and rich guys.
But silver, and then they put it in a box with this stuff they're trying to cure silver vein with?
I,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, let me take a look at it.
I mean,
Okay.
silver vein is literal silver.
It might be. Ruva's gonna hand it over. It might be. I mean, what if. Oh, no, I don't know. What if it can poison people?
Seems expensive.
It seems inefficient, honestly. And there's so many better ways to poison people.
You pass it over to Rolla, who just kind of turns around in his hands and just says, "Looks like an ordinary necklace to me."
Okay, well, guess we just put it back in the box then. Where's the box?
What, are we keeping the whole box? I mean,
What? Yeah, we might as well. I mean, we don't know why. It was nailed shut.
Do you have those herbs, Tibbs?
yeah, I mean, just
Oh,
in the
yeah.
box.
When I go to the church, I can ask Violet about them too and see if anything sticks out.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. I'm gonna. Here, Ruva's gonna put the necklace in the box.
Yeah, you place it back into the box, and
Close the lid.
yeah, you can kind of close it and sort of half place the nails back in to keep it shut, but it's not as fastened as it was before.
Were those gloves anything cool? Or are they just normal
No,
gloves?
no, they were just, they had like a thing where anything that you touch with them, it will feel soft. I don't know why anyone would care about that, but
You just stole some rich guy's gloves.
it was to look like a robbery.
Pavlova just kind of furiously nodding along with you, Ruva, as you talk.
I needed to steal a bunch of stuff. That way he doesn't know exactly what we were after. Like, I took this brooch. I don't even know why.
Oh, could I have the gloves? They look fun.
No,
My hands get cold.
I'm gonna keep them in my pocket. You can have this brooch, though.
They don't keep my hands warm.
Ruba hands you the brooch.
As I
ignore
mentioned
it.
before, it's not shiny.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Okay. Okay.
Are those
Gosh, is there
papers anything?
any? Yeah. I think I saw the contract in it. The one
Yeah.
of Edwards.
Yeah,
but-
so
Did I find the contract?
we can get to that. Kaz, you've been flipping through these papers as they've been talking and tossing around a necklace between the group of them. But yeah, so you search through these papers. And of course, on top is this contract that you've been hearing about. And you kind of scan it quickly. It is a pretty bog standard business contract, just describing in rather eloquent language an exchange of personnel to guard a mine, basically. And at the bottom, you can see two signatures, one of which reads Lord Francis in a very almost overdone script. And then the other, in a more simple writing, is Edward, of course.
I'm gonna turn to Tibbs with the contract in my hand. Are we keeping his Tibbs, or are we getting rid of it?
Does it have the location?
Did I see a location on the contract?
Not on the contract, no. But
No location on here.
as you've been flipping through these pages, you found two more of interest, as there was a couple kind of blank pieces of parchment mixed in with them. But you found two more that seemed rather important. One is a rather detailed, almost overly so, write-up of a mine. And as you kind of scan through it as the others were talking, you quickly determine that it is a mine located within the Silver Court Woods. Now, it doesn't have an exact location. There's no GPS. There's nothing of the sort like that. But it does describe that it is within the Silver Court Woods. And you catch another line kind of near that reads that it is within a day or two's ride from Glory Bow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay that to the rest of the group.
Hmm.
And the other note that you think is relatively interesting is this one. I'm just going to show it to you because I actually have a note for this one.
Ooh.
The other one was too complicated to write up on a note, but this one's a little more simple. So here you go. So the last note that you think is at least a little bit important is a ledger. And it lists off several different payments and the amounts, as well as to who they might be given to. As you can see, the one at the top, the largest amount, has been kind of furiously scratched off with ink, such that you can't read who the shipment of gold was sent to. But the others are still legible.
Okay, yeah. I'll just for that one, I'll just pass it to Ruba, and then never pass it to us.
So just for everyone's sake, I'll read them off. So 4,000 griffins were sent to an unidentified name. 300 griffins were sent to a Mr. Blythe. 300 griffins were sent to a Mr. Wells. 500 griffins were sent to a Mr. Keswick. 3,000 griffins were allocated for trade ships. 500 griffins for workmen. And you read those off for the rest of the group, so they are aware of what this note reads.
So I would imagine Blythe is for the personal guards. Why is he sending money to this bar?
What?
Mr. Keswick. That's the guy
Yeah.
downstairs. Why would a rich guy be in sending 500 to Glasstown?
We could always ask him.
It kind of gives us away.
Yeah, how else would we know?
I could always ask him.
If you want to.
I could ask him as many times as necessary. Nicely first.
Do we know a Mr. Wells?
I don't
Uh,
recognize any of these names.
Blythe is the guard captain. Keswick's the guy downstairs.
If you want to scan your memory for a Mr. Wells, and you're not sure if you just forgot it because it's been a long time, you can make an in check if you want.
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've
Wait,
written down
intelligence?
Intelligence, yeah.
Gail
Oh,
doesn't recognize any of these names.
Gail doesn't take notes.
All right, Ruva with a 19. None of you have heard of a
Show off.
Mr. Wells.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You've not met one while you were exploring Glory Bell. You have not met one in your past travels.
okay.
So, is next thing mine time?
I would think so, yeah. So we know that it's in the Silvercourt Woods, so that's not new information, but at least we know that when we get in there, we have a map.
Oh, please be some action.
Is there anything we have to tie up here before we would go?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Care to explain?
Yeah, I forgot to pick up an item.
What item?
It's personal.
Oh, okay. Ruva's gonna check the coin purse.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But Tibbs,
All right, let me go.
for the contract, do you want me to get rid of it or?
No. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna produce
No,
from my
hold
hand
on,
the
hold on,
contract. What he says,
hold
yeah.
on. Oh,
Keep the ledger though.
I just need something with his signature on it. I want to study it.
Who?
You know, just for fun.
Francis.
Well, we still have the ledger.
Anyone. Yeah, I just said it's fine. I mean, obviously, I can't read the ash that was once that contract. So
I'm just gonna smile at everybody.
The coin purse has 200 griffins in it.
Yeesh.
cool. So there's a lot in here. 200. How do we split this?
50 apiece.
Either between 4 or 5.
What? Who? What 5?
I'm
What?
gonna pat
You?
Pavlova on the
Pavlova.
head.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just split it in 4, and then if you guys need help with something, we'll help you. So Ruva's just gonna split it 50 each.
Very well. Yeah, Pavlova wouldn't complain, and Rolla didn't help you, so he's not gonna.
Yeah.
point to-
I'm not gonna let him complain. I would. I will beat him up.
I'm not poor again.
I'm still gonna give Pavlova 10 of mine. Then I get
I mean, we're pretty poor, so
She kind of just says, "Oh, well, you don't have to."
just take it.
She accepts
Tibber.
I'm
it.
even able to spend it all in half the time.
Tibber, I effectively had 3 gold worth of silver and copper. I was poor. Now I have
subtract
53.
100 now.
Well, hold on a second. Ruva's gonna.
I'm not sharing.
Can they see can they like look at the brooch? How would they know like the value of this brooch?
Well, you could take it to an appraiser in town if you wanted to know an exact value. But you could try to estimate it with. Since they don't get enough play, I would say either investigation or history.
I'll just do history for fun.
I like to include some of the lesser used checks. All right. Yeah, with a 17, like I said, it doesn't appear to have any sort of inherent magic to it, but it does look rather valuable. You estimate that you could probably get at least over 20 griffins from it.
This might be like 20 griffs as well. And add that with that thing that I found in that toilet.
I'm sorry.
I forgot about that, yeah.
You know, the the toilet ring?
Oh
Believe
yeah.
I found that, but
What do you mean? I was the one who climbed into the toilet.
I spotted it.
Okay. Okay.
And I mean, you're small, so you had to.
I'm not as small now. Ruva kind of stands and preens at her new 5'7" height.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
so
you're not
small.
that short now. That's nice.
Hey,
There's nothing wrong with being small, really.
I was taller than Gail was a couple minutes ago,
What?
but I
That wasn't your real height.
excuse me.
Nope,
I
stop
mean,
faking it.
I'm as
Are
my
we gonna move
original
on
form
now?
is around your height, by the way.
Around is not the same.
I mean, as
How
in
taller?
I'm taller than you. No, I'm taller than you. Anyways, I guess that's everything.
So, our next step into the forest.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said last time, it's a big forest.
Cool.
Well, didn't it say something about being within
A
a
day
day
or
or
two
two's
ride.
ride?
Yep.
But if we walk, wouldn't that put us in like the middle of the forest? So it wouldn't
The
be
Ukraine
at the
domain was
beginning.
like a week.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be at the beginning. We wouldn't get there in one day.
That's
Is what
fine.
I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. So, um, so we wouldn't have to try and look the first day. After the first day, maybe the first day and a half, we would have to start looking.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'll drop Pavlova off tomorrow, unless we're taking her.
Pablo, are you sticking around, or do you want to go out there with us?
Well, I don't know. If it's dangerous, I'd rather not go, but I would sort of like to see it.
It would be an adventure. And you remember some of those dagger skills I gave you, right? You've been practicing?
A few of them, I suppose.
She won't have to. It's fine. If you come with us, Pav, we'll watch out for you. I'm kind of worried about leaving you here alone, also.
Yeah. What do you plan to do, Rola? Are you going back to the monastery to see if you can find the other half?
If you're going out into the forest, then I'm coming too.
Okay.
Can you fight?
I won't claim to be the best in all the land, but I can handle myself with a bow.
Better hope
Oh.
so. Two liabilities is worse than one.
She's not lying. Come on.
Don't talk about yourself like
It's not that bad.
Oh, I
I'm
was gonna
saying
say don't talk about Ruva like that.
no, it's
taking care of one person is
self-deprecating.
fine, but there's two suddenly. We're only 4 people.
Well, 3.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Three
No.
three
Care to
orphans
explain?
and a liar. 3 orphans and a liar.
I'm gonna try and
I
pour
haven't lied about anything.
the herbs out of the little box that the necklace is in, like separately, just so I can take those and not the necklace.
No, you have to leave the necklace in there. Or at least in some of the herbs. We
You think I
don't know
should
what
go
it
around
does.
showing the necklace to people? There, I'm gonna show
No,
Violet the herbs.
I'm just saying, take a
Just let
sprig
me
of
hold it.
each.
God.
Just
Hmm?
take a sprig of each, and then, I mean, leave the rest alone.
Okay. I'll just shake a little bit out and like try and put it in a pouch or something.
Yeah, I would say, Kaj, after spending the amount of time that you did at the church, and working even more directly with the herbs than the others, you would be able to recognize the ones that were the same as the ones at the church, and kind of pluck a little sprig of each of them out.
Okay.
Gil, what are you up to?
I'm listening for people. Is
All
there
right.
anyone snoring?
Make a perception check for me.
Shit. Perception. Kaha.
Well, I guess you're lucky I picked 12. Um, yeah, you hear kind of a very faint breathing behind the door, but you're unable to ascertain much more information than that.
Alright. As I begin to walk away, I'm gonna like skitter on the door with my fingers. Make it sound like something's crawling on it. Like,
Okay.
You wanna go drop Pav off, Kaj?
sure.
Well, I'm gonna be working there.
I gotta sleep.
Well, I'm going
Oh.
too.
Are we all going back to the church?
I didn't pay for a room. You did.
Oh, I paid for a room. You can.
I don't have anything else to do. I'm just gonna go.
You can sleep there if you want, Gil.
Pavlova, where are you staying?
Huh?
Do you know where Pavlova's staying?
Gail, can you stay with Pavi here?
I sure can.
Okay. We gotta make sure that she's safe here. So
Oh, Pavlova.
Yes.
Do you have something I could write a letter with? Like, just some paper.
Yeah.
Somewhere
I
in
need
my
that too.
satchel.
Could I have one too also?
Of course, of course. I have an inkwell as well.
Great, thank you.
She rifles through her satchel and then pulls out a ever so slightly crumpled piece of parchment, and then a small little bottle and a quill, and hands them to you, Kosh. There's 2 pieces of parchment there that you can pass to Tibbs.
Okay, yeah, I'll pass one to Tibbs.
Thank you.
by the way, Rolla, we're gonna have to have a little target practice on our way. I wanna see how good you are with that bow of yours.
Not if we're being target.
I personally use a short bow, but you know.
Sorry, what'd you ask?
Rufus just wants to compare bow skills with Rolla sometime.
All right. I suppose so. If we're going to be traveling together, I wouldn't mind.
Excellent.
Well, I'm gonna go. Unless we got other shit.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm good to go.
Mhm.
And I'm staying
Alright.
here.
Do what you want.
Yes, with Pavlova. 1 second though. Rufus gonna whisper to Pavlova. Never mind. Gail. Oh my gosh.
But I've spit on.
That was weird. What was that all about?
I have no idea.
Oh well.
Good night, Rolla.
Night, Rolla. Well, I'll get you in the morning.
Whoa.
So thick.
Be tall and super strong.
Gail, make another perception check for me.
Oh, okay. Ta-da! Shit.
Nothing there.
Boop. Are all the beds open?
Yeah, they are.
Great. Boop.
Did she say that she paid for 1 bed or 2?
Oh, we got both covered. You're good.
Oh, all right, all right. What?
Did you figure out what those gloves do?
Well, I didn't want to say it out loud in that room. And she kind of drops her voice down so that her voice doesn't travel across the hall. Well, they were made of dragonborn skin.
Girl's eyes gets big.
I didn't want to say it in front of Rola in case you thought that was a little bit strange.
Right, it could be offensive.
Yes.
Did you get to see what they? Did you get a gist of what they do, or just kind
Well,
of got frozen at the fact that they were Dragonborn gloves?
other than that, they seemed relatively normal.
What? That doesn't sound right.
Other than
I
they
swear
were
they were shiny.
rather long.
Mm,
That would fit right up past the elbow.
it's a shame. All right. Okay. Get the cuddled.
Just instantly, as soon as his head hits the pillow.
I'm a tired boy.
And the other three, you make your way back to the church then, if that's where you're heading. So it's it's very late at night now. By the time you arrive at the church. And where in the world did I put this? There. Just give me one moment. Actually, let's do a little break right now while I do this.
Okay.
That's a perfect time.
Yep.
Alright, so we will be back in 2 minutes. We'll do a little BRB here. So go to the bathroom, get a drink, get some to eat, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So either we're all screwed from that curse necklace, or we weren't good enough.
Nah, it's not cursed. What? No. No,
Are
I
you calling
think,
Gale a liar?
I think it would have just cursed us if we got a bad roll, like below 10.
You think the DC was just super low?
That's what I thought.
Maybe.
would be hilarious if we were all cursed right now, though.
Not me.
That's true. Also, does anyone remember what color those gloves are? Ruva has plants.
Plants. Slay.
Better be to give them to Gale. He found them.
What? Actually, Zero would have found them anyways.
Mhm.
They were looking through the thing, and then you were talking to Jay, but
I knew
they
it.
saw it.
Gale should have just freaking said no and he'll stay.
Yeah, probably.
Then again, that would have been pretty funny. He wouldn't have shared anything.
Yeah, and you literally could have, because that was one of the options. Was
True.
All right, reel back.
Yep.
Very
Wait,
well.
Tasty?
Hmm?
Okay, yeah.
Alrighty. Back to the church. So you make your way across town in the dead of night, and eventually arrive back at the church. And upon your arrival, you see that most of the priests and priestesses at the church have kind of nodded off. They're collapsed on all the different moved around pews. Some of them sleeping in sort of upright, some of them kind of fallen over onto their side. Now, the only person who appears to be awake is Miss Stone, Priestess Stone, who is the head of this church.
I'm gonna nod to her as we walk in.
She turns to notice your arrival and says, "Ah, welcome back. To what do we owe the pleasure so late at night?"
I was gonna see if I could get some prep work done for tomorrow. It looks like everybody else is getting some rest.
Yes, we have had an exhausting day here at the church, so I've advised them all to get some rest. But I'm glad to have some extra hands around.
I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, I don't believe we've been acquainted. What were your questions?
So you run this church.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Seekers of the Black Pair?
It doesn't ring too many bells now.
I see.
Why do you ask?
Well, I've traveled a lot, and I've heard some rumors that there may be zealots in your church's order.
Well, worship of the two takes many forms. I've not heard of anything like seekers within our church.
I see.
But then we are a sect of prevention.
Prevention.
Yes. And she kind of cocks her head a little bit at you and says, "Oh, you aren't familiar."
I'm not.
Oh, well, with the questions you're asking, I thought you might have been. Well, worship of the two often takes one of three forms, one of the facets of death. There is prevention, like us. We attempt to keep people from meeting the bride and groom before their time.
Oh. Well, I would definitely say, Zero's kind of laughing to himself. I would definitely say it would be a different circle then.
So more along the line of the sect of resurrection, then?
Mm,
Sometimes called the sect of reversal.
yes, I would say that. I'm actually surprisingly not as familiar with this church as I thought I had.
Well, like I said, worship of the two. It takes quite a lot of forms, and, well, we don't all know each other.
So, if zealots were to, say, be part of this reversal, they would be more likely to do harm rather than prevent it.
Uh, well, uh, causing harm can take a lot of forms. I suppose it more depends on the perspective of the zealot themselves, how they interpret the pair. It could also take the form of the harbinger, one who brings death.
Ah, yes, I do believe that is more there.
From what I've heard of zealotry, it often tends to be more aligned with that one.
Hmm.
But it's not unheard of for uh, rather enthusiastic priests to seek to, well, reverse death through sinister means, if you understand.
Yes, sacrifices being part of it.
Well, yes, from what I've heard.
Hmm. And this is common?
I wouldn't say common, no. Most churches of death are like the one you see before you.
Good.
But we do hear of it from time to time. I've not seen it in this area, though.
I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for your time, Zara Bass.
Happy to help. The other two, what are you up to?
I'm doing what I can to prep like the herbs and stuff for whatever they need to do in the morning.
All right, Tipper.
Those are just kind of standing here looking at like the stuff, just kind of.
Yeah, so there's the two statues made from different stone, as well as kind of up these stairs, surrounded by candles, both on the table and around it, is this sort of stone plinth, rather intricately carved with these kind of corners that are rather nicely and ornately made. And on top of it is a skull with a candle kind of dripping down across it, and a bowl with a dagger beside it. From your angle, you'll be able to see what's in it.
Did Kaj give me the ink too, or just the paper?
Well, she handed you one inkwell, so you're gonna have to take turns.
Who has it right now?
She handed it to Kaj, so unless he handed it to you, then he would have it.
I'm gonna go. Hey, Kaj.
Mhm.
Could I get that inkwell real quick?
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
Thank you.
Are you going to write? Do you need help?
He's gonna
Thinking
sit
of more
down
stuff
here
about it.
and put the piece of parchment on his shield, and then he's gonna write a note.
Very well.
Zara's trying to nosily look over his shoulder.
If you don't want that to happen, then you can do some sort of stealth check to her.
He's not hiding it. He's pretty focused on the actual note.
Very well. Do you want to tell the audience what you're doing, or would you rather that remain to yourself?
I don't have the actual like complete note yet. I'll
Yeah,
actually
you
write one
can-
out before next
if you want to.
session.
But
But
if you
the
want to give us a
gist
summary.
of it,
Yeah. go ahead.
Yeah, the gist of it is essentially telling Edward that um he might be away for a little bit, but or if he has received this note, then he's been away for a little bit and he'll be back eventually, and just sort of a couple little notes to each of the family members, um, just letting him know that he'll see them soon, and yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't
Very well.
forget to tell Edward you love him.
Um,
Cool.
if you do ever write that up and want to send it to me, you can. We do have that supplemental channel that nobody uses on the Discord, so you can put it there if you want.
Yeah,
Because
I have
anytime
it.
somebody has like some sort of in-game thing that they write up or draw up or something like that, that's kind of like an in-game asset. We like to put it there. So if you feel like doing that, go ahead.
Sure, yeah, I'll do it before next session.
It doesn't have to be before next session. It's all good. You can take your time. I know writing takes a while. Kosh, you mess around kind of with some of the herbs, getting them set up and kind of helping them get a head start on their morning. And as you're kind of sorting through these herbs, you do in fact recognize them as being some of the same herbs that were in that little box.
Gotcha. Okay.
The scents are the same, and the look is the same. So,
I'm
but,
just gonna make a mental note to ask Violet about like what somebody would keep them in a box with something for, and just keep prepping.
yeah, of course. So if that's all you guys want to do, then we can fade to black and roll around to morning.
Who wants to look at
After
this?
Tibbs finishes with the ink, then I'll use it to write my letter.
All right, Zara, you climb up the steps to the top of this kind of center platform here, and are now standing in front of that candlelit table. The bowl itself appears to be almost made of perhaps some sort of pearl-like substance. It kind of has a slight shimmer to it. Is filled with a dark red liquid.
Is the dark red liquid blood?
You estimate that it probably is.
Gonna go back to bothering Tibbs.
Very well. Then if that's all, then we can roll around to morning.
I had a quick question actually.
Yeah, go for it.
As I'm laying in bed, I did actually wake up in the middle of the night and I wanted to look at my veins, see if there was anything weird about them.
No, you don't notice anything particularly weird. Kind of run your fingers
Oh.
along the ones in your neck as well. You don't feel that they're distended or anything. You feel normal.
Oh, all right, good.
If a little tired from the events of the night.
Speaking of,
Long rest?
Yeah, long rest.
Oh, thank God. I was at half health.
Um,
I climbed
Ow.
terribly. I kept getting hurt from climbing.
Fucking
Impaled on
PvE
the
player over here.
impaled on the way in and impaled on the way out.
imagine not being able to just levitate.
Less than half health here.
So yeah, regain anything you need to, and we will roll around to morning. Gail, was there anything in particular you would do when you wake up?
I mean, I'm not at home, so I wouldn't check anything. Wouldn't go check on the plants or the garden.
Mhm.
Probably just get up and, I don't know, walk around a little bit. Maybe just kind of like stretch my legs for a second.
Yeah, very well. Make another perception check for me.
Oh God, why do you do this to me? Oh my
Alright.
God.
Omega.
Okay. With a
Only
19, as you kind of get up and sort of restlessly wander around a little bit before Pavlova awakes, you make your way out into the hall, and you hear the sound of footsteps behind that door that you listened into the other day. Whoever's in there is clearly also awake.
Oh. As the little lady would walk to the door.
There you go. So you knock on the door, yeah?
No.
Or
I
then
wouldn't.
what do you do?
Oh, I just wanted to go to the door, and I just wanted to just listen.
No, you
Is he like
continue.
mumbling, like blah blah? Oh, today's gonna be a great day for us, blah, or something.
No, you don't hear any mumbling. You just hear the continued um, footsteps behind the door. With a 19, that kind of nat 20, even though you have a -1. With your nat 20, I would say that the boots sound relatively heavy. This doesn't sound like a more kind of feminine shoe. This sounds like a rather heavy boot.
Oh. All right. Well, per tradition.
Are you making the same noise you made last night?
Yep.
And then racing back into the other room.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you close that door behind you, and I imagine the the return would cause Pavlova to awaken. "Oh, what's going on? Is there a race in here?
Hmm?
Are you running a? Are you running a race?
No, but if I was, I'd win.
Oh, I imagine you would. What time is it?
Time for us to have an adventure. But first, we need to pick up the other side of the tablet.
Right, right, of course. All right, well, I'm ready to go when you are.
All right. Well, let's go get Rolla. But we can't tell Rolla because I mean I don't know why we can't tell Rolla. Ask Ruba. Ruba's being
Hold on.
weird.
What aren't we telling Rolla?
Oh,
I don't want to make any mistakes.
about the tablet.
How about
You-
I'll just not talk.
That's probably good. That's what me and Tibber do. Well, I try to do it. I get distracted and forget. But Tibber does a very good job at it.
All right.
I'll slowly open the door, take a peek.
You take a peek out into the hallway, and you notice that this door is slightly ajar.
Okay, I'll go outside. Do I hear anything? Is he like stop moving and he's peeking out the door or something?
You hear nothing at all.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door. Normal knock, not the same knock that I was doing.
Not the little spider skitters.
Yeah.
Very well. Eventually, Rollo opens the door and says, "Morning to you.
Oh, good morning.
Are we ready to go then?"
Yeah, we'll go take a trip.
All right, very well. Just let me grab my things, and I'll be right with you.
All right, you just wait over here. Boop, boop, boom, boom. Do I see him poking his head out?
You
Is he coming down?
redirected your attention to Rollo to talk to him, and as soon as you look back, that door's closed.
Ah, damn it.
All right, I'm ready to go.
All right. Probably should just head towards like Good Graces or something. We didn't really discuss that, I don't think. Or was I not listening?
All right, you lead the way. You know your friends better than I.
Sure. Last thing I knew, one of them didn't change peoples.
All right. So you make your way down through, down the stairs to the tavern floor, where the tavern keeper is just kind of setting up for the day, and you want to make your way to St. Willow Square then.
Sure.
All right. Then Pavlova and Rolla will follow you.
Doop-a-doo. Morning. Bye.
Morning to you.
say anything.
I actually made a roll for him while we were on break
To see if he knew.
to see if he would notice. Yeah, it's been a long night for Mr. Kazuk apparently.
Nah, Gale's just a lucky boy.
Very well. All right, so you guys make your way to St. Willow Square to wait, and the others. There's spots to sleep if you want to, but eventually the rest of the priests and priestesses start waking up for the day and begin to sort of bustle about their business.
Oops.
But
Oh, good, you're awake.
barely.
Hmm.
What's up?
We gotta go to the Drunken Jester to go get the others.
I gotta swing by my pop's place.
Oh, to give them the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't really feel like going up to the manor.
It's probably for the best. That way you can delay giving it to them anyways.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be like a stipulation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Gosh.
Hmm.
We gotta go to the Drunken Jester, get the others, go to Tibbs's dad's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can just meet you.
I can take over for you, Kaj, if you need to go.
Thank you. Violet, I did have a question for you, actually.
All right, I'm a little bit sleepy, but go for it.
Sorry. And these are to show you the herbs that you found in the box. We found a bunch of these around an item. Do you have any idea why that would be like that?
Well, they look like. Well, it looks like the herbs that we're using at the church here. Where
Right.
did you say you found those?
We found like an item in a little box with surrounded by all these herbs. There's more of them. I was wondering if you knew, like, if this has any specific like significance.
Well, I don't know about specific significance. It's just the herbs that we're using. Well, we were sort of using them to try and prolong the life of those with silver vein. We thought that it might help ward it off.
Okay.
Though I must admit that that stream of thought has sort of gone a bit by the wayside. We're not too confident in that they work anymore.
Right. And I mean, it's not like an item would get silver vein, right?
What do you mean by that? As you're kind of talking, she's made her way over to one of the masks that are kind of sitting there not being used. And she picks it up and then walks back over to you, Kaj, and shows it to you. She says, look, and she kind of points down into the nose of the mask, and it is stuffed with those same herbs.
Okay.
Well, originally we thought that you could sort of catch it off the afflicted, but now that thought is sort of by the wayside, we mixed them into potions, we packed them into poultices, but I don't think they work. Some of the other priests disagree, but I'm not confident on their effectiveness.
Right. It's hard to be confident in it with it along still going down. But that does help me think about it a bit more. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad it could help, if only a little bit.
Yeah. We're going to be out for a few days at least, I think. So.
All right. Well, you've helped quite a bit here already, so if you have business you have to attend to, by all means.
Yep. I'll help out some once we get back, hopefully. But good luck in the meantime.
Yes. Come back and say hello if you're back in Glory Bell.
Definitely. I'm just gonna nod to her and head out.
And she kind of takes over for what you were doing.
All right.
Shall we?
You think they're awake yet?
No.
I don't know. They like to sleep, don't they?
I think that maybe Gail was awake and then went back to sleep. Feel like that's sort of a him move.
You guys just want me to meet you at like the gate, or
Yeah, I guess so.
we're going out the west, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
I can
nod
just.
to Catherine as we're heading out.
Have a good
I'm
day.
just gonna walk straight through. So, man, that was not comfortable.
Yeah, I was up against the wall over there. It was not great.
I had to
I-
pretend to be trancing, so.
I fell asleep on the stairs.
Oh,
All right. So Tibber, do you want to head to the herbalist,
Uh-huh.
and the other two down to the drunken jester?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Tibbs, was there anything particular, or you just want to kind of move past that? You're just leaving the letter, or?
I'm essentially just leaving the letter and telling him I'll be gone for a while. If I don't return in a week or whatever, send this note to the house.
Yeah, he gives you sort of like a serious nod and just says, oh, "Well, don't go doing anything too dangerous."
I'm important now, apparently.
I see. Well, good luck then.
I'll be fine.
I imagine you will be.
Till next time.
Indeed. Come by and visit again.
Will do.
The others, you make your way down to the drunken jester, where things are still being set up for the day. These three are gone. There you go.
Giant.
There you go.
Giant.
So it's early in the morning for a tavern, which is not the busiest hour. So it's really only the bartender himself still present.
hey Zara, you want to go grab them? I'm gonna see about sending this letter out.
Ask if he knows a Wells.
Oh, Wells. Oh yeah. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Caswick.
Morning to you. Can I help you? You need a breakfast or something?
I was wondering if you knew a way for me to send a letter out.
Well, I suppose you could send it with a letter runner. They sometimes stop by the tavern. From time to time, I've had people leave letters here, and when the letter runner comes to town, I send it on its way.
That'd be great. How much?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to send. If you're sending a parcel, then that'd be a little bit more. If it's just a letter, relatively inexpensive, just a couple silver.
Just a letter.
Then just a couple silver, just two.
Okay. I'll hand him a couple silver.
All right, you've addressed it, right? Otherwise, it won't get where it's trying to go.
Yep, it's all on there.
Understood, then. I'll hang on to it, and next time the letter runner comes stopping by, I'll send it on its way.
Sounds good. Thank you. Did you? Is the blue kid still here?
No, him and his friends, they headed off just early in the morning.
I was gonna like look up at the ceiling, like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Happy to help. Was there anything you're doing upstairs, Zara? Other than looking for them?
Trying to see, like, gauge scenes and see if there was a struggle or
Yeah.
if they been kidnapped. Yeah.
You don't see any sort of signs of struggle. The beds are a little bit messy.
Then, yeah, he's just gonna go to Kaj. Kaj, we have a problem.
Looks like they already left.
Oh, On their own volition, or
What was that?
of their own volition?
Yeah, he said they just
Okay.
walked out this morning.
All right.
Oh, and also I didn't ask about Wells because I mean I'm sending a letter back home.
Okay,
I don't
I
really
will
want to have
then.
any suspicion put in my way. I'm gonna go wait outside.
Keswick.
Yes? Something I can help you with?
Wells. Where can I find him?
Wales, did you say?
Wells.
Wells. Like you're looking for a well? You need something to drink?
No, the man.
The
Name of
man.
Wells.
Hmm. Name like that. Give me a moment to think. I'll make a roll for him. Alright.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
I think I've heard of Wells. I think there's someone by the name of that. Out in the forest west of here. The hunter, I think.
Ah. Thanks. He gives him a couple silver.
Why are you looking for him as he kind of tucks them away?
I'm in need of something hunted.
Ah, I see. Well, I've known that he sometimes takes those who are not too apt in hunting out and shows them the ropes.
No, hopefully he takes me as a client then.
Yeah, just follow the path out west. Shouldn't miss him.
Thank you.
Happy to help. And you rejoin Cash outside of the
Akash,
Drunken Jester.
do we like find Tim's, or
I guess we just go wait at the gate, right?
could they be at Duchesne's?
No idea. They're with Gale, so they went with the wind.
Okay. I guess we already said we would find Tibbs at the gate, so we have to go to the gate.
Right, yeah, we don't want to get lost in Tibbs.
Yeah, okay. And then when we regroup, we'll try and figure
If we
this
spot
out.
any of the little ones out here, maybe we can have them tell them to be there.
Oh, yes, that would be smart. Do you think they know a secret way in and out of the city?
Probably.
Hmm.
We know all sort of secret ways in and out.
We should probably find out.
Over in St. Willow Square. Tibber, as you're leaving the herbalist, you spot Gale, Rolla, and Pavlova wandering their way into the square past the fountain.
Hey,
Oh, hey. Why are you here and where are the others?
what do you mean? Why are you here?
I thought we were going to meet up here in the square.
No,
Did we discuss last night that we were meeting at the Drunken Jester?
I don't actually think we mentioned anything.
Oh,
But I mean, I'm about to meet them at the gate, so
all right, good. Hey, how about this? I need to make a quick errand and go pick up something real fast. I'll meet you at the gate.
do you know which gate?
Which gate, Tipper?
Should be directly west here.
Which way is that again? I just follow the wind.
Pav, can you stay with him?
No.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
it'll be faster if I go by myself.
Dude, you can't tell direction.
Just
I'll
point.
go with you.
He points over this way. Look, just remember north, never, east, eat, south, soggy, west,
Pavlova
wobbling.
Pavlova shoots you a look,
Where the
Timber,
fuck you
and then
go?
goes to follow him.
I was trying to help him.
All right, then I suppose we'll make our way to the west gate.
Where? I don't even know where he's picking something up. Why is he going west?
Ah, well, he didn't mention anything to me.
That kid is conundrum.
He does seem a little bit odd.
Oh shit!
All right. Well, Gil, tell me where you're headed then.
I'm gonna go pick up the other tablet. Trying to be incognito the whole
What
time.
do you mean?
Do we have the other half?
So
Yeah,
confused. I'm so confused.
we
Oh.
have it.
I forget who has it, but I did think you guys had
Yeah.
it on you.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I
For
forgot.
sure.
I thought maybe you were
Yeah,
going
I
back to
have
like
it.
Amberlane to buy something.
Bro, it's been like a week and a
It
half.
has been a
been-
very long time, so
I
I
took
don't
it back
blame you.
from Kaj. Wait, hold on.
But I'm trying to
Where
figure
did
out
you
where it would
think
have
we
ever
put
been.
it?
I thought it was
Yeah,
still with Kitten.
With
That's
Duchesne?
Little
up
tiny paw
north.
Kitten.
That's up
With
north
what?
with Duchesne.
Yeah,
That's
Duchesne.
north.
That's east.
That's easy.
It's east. It's northeast.
That's
It's
the wrong direction anyway.
it's
Man,
north by northeast.
I mean,
Bro,
okay.
Gale doesn't know directions. He just needs to see the map and he'll know. It's fine.
we can
It's
solve this
north by-
problem here.
It's
See?
north by
Oh,
northeast.
See? Yeah, I could have gone west, you
Stop
jerk.
building there.
No, you couldn't have.
Wait,
What do
he's in Gun Hollow? Oh no.
I
can
literally
still go.
pointed down the
Oh.
road and you can see the gate I'm pointing at.
I mean,
Bro,
you
tell
can
me
go
I
get
can
some
go west?
bread.
Look at this. Boom, look at this.
I thought he was gonna go
Look.
bread going that way. Honestly,
Got you.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I'm like, why is it going that way?
I thought
thought
he
he
was
was gonna
going to
pick up something
Amberlane
from
to
the
pick up
blacksmith.
something. Yeah.
I thought
Well,
maybe
now
he was
I
going
wanna
to go
go
buy
get
something
bread.
from Amberlane.
Yeah, because he put that stuff on layaway, but then immediately the lady.
That's still the
Sold
wrong
it to
way.
me.
Amberlane's northeast.
Yeah, I know.
too.
I know.
Homie went everywhere but where he's supposed to.
So where do you want to head, Gil?
Well, now that I've been rudely clarified, I'm gonna go pick up pastries because I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah. All right. Do you need me to read you anything off, or
No,
you just want to
please
get some
don't.
pastries? Very well.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, just remove a couple silver from your inventory, and we'll say you bought pastries.
Oh, now it only costs silver. Sorry.
Hey,
It's
don't you
stale.
start this. Wait, I have Electrum? What?
What?
Electrum's 50 cents.
Oh, that's right. Electrum's weird. It's such a cool name and it's so cheap.
It is a cool name.
Sounds
I
like
just-
a metal from like a modded Minecraft. Like,
Don't really use
It
it.
Is a metal film on it.
Very well. So the others are heading to the west gate, and Gale will catch up with you, with Pavlova kind of tailing behind you. Let's just head right to the gate.
just picturing Gale like taking off full speed and Pavlova just not keeping up.
I'll be honest, part of me thought about picking her up and then just
Yeah, she kind of like gets to the bakery right as you're leaving, like she was behind you quite a bit. She gets there finally. She's like, "Oh good, I caught up. Oh, we're leaving again. All right."
Oh. Gail, you should know you're a terrible person.
I don't know
Gil
why.
doesn't notice. He's just like, okay, we're good. She said she's fine.
In my mind, I picture Pavlova running full speed as like her having one of those hats that a paperboy would have, and her like holding on to it,
Holding on to the hat.
and like holding on to some, like trying to like do something with her other hand while like just shit's flopping everywhere.
I mean, yeah, she would definitely have to hold on to her hat as she runs.
I just see her with a paperboy hat. I don't know why. I guess the hat she has is very similar.
It is similar, yeah. All right. So the others eventually arrive at the west gate. And Zara, you rendezvous with Tibber, Kaj, and Rolla. Well, the four of you now stand at the west gate. Let me bring you there. Sorry. There we go. That's better.
Roma, where are Pav and Gil? Are they not with you?
Well, they ran off. I thought they ran
They took
westward, but
off.
we didn't see them.
I've never seen Gale run so fast.
Why didn't you stop him?
I'm not catching up to that.
Does he know where to meet us?
Homie can fly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we wait then.
And after a short little wait, you see Gale approaching with an armful of pastries and Pavlova struggling to keep pace behind him.
It's a pastry in mouth.
Yeah, running with a pastry in his mouth.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said you were gonna.
Bread. I mean, it's good bread. Okay, we should probably go.
Does anybody want some?
I'll take some.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm kidding. I'll throw you
I
one.
knew it was coming too. I knew it.
Zara
Okay.
smiles despite
Talk shit.
despite himself.
Talk shit. You don't get none.
It's good bread.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Oh,
Okay,
and
Pav?
yes. If we're all here, then I suppose we can get going. Just give me 1 minute. Catch my breath.
Don't worry, we're not keeping that pace the entire time.
Oh,
Ew,
good.
what did
I
you
can't-
do to her?
I just walked. But I kind of forgot she was with me.
He does have short little feetsies.
Wow.
What did you say?
That's not nice.
You never heard the pitter patter?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, this all over again?
No.
No, no, no. You can walk with us. It'll be
Hey, Tibbs,
it'll be
horses.
more.
Ooh. I wish I didn't have a sick one.
We have a horse at home. Horse at home.
It's dying of disease.
All right. So you set out into the grasslands beyond, and you can actually see kind of the edges of the forest far off in the distance. And Pavlova with her little satchel, and Rolla now has a quiver and bow kind of slung over his shoulder. It's a short bow like yours, Zara. But yeah, I think let's end it here for today, since I said it was going to be shorter anyway. And there's a couple more things that I can tweak if we end here.
Excellent.
Gotta make it harder.
I mean, if that's what you want, yeah.
Kill me.
I have a paper I have to write.
Suddenly,
This-
14 liches appear as
Make a
soon
con
as you,
save.
as soon as you exit the city.
Oh, and at 20, you die.
All right. Yep, my notes are up to date, so we're good. We will pick back up again as you set out towards the Silvercourt Woods. Alrighty. over to our other screen. Now, as per usual, first things first. Does anybody have any conflicts next week?
I
No.
don't think so.
Nope.
All right, then we will pencil ourselves in for next week, same time. It'll be a full session again because I will have finished up all my stuff by then.
So,
All right, if anything changes, let me know. But we will say that next week, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll do a full session.
Hooray!
yep,
Poggers.
looking forward to it.
As
Gotta
for
fight something.
as for the next couple streams this week, tomorrow I will still be a guest, a player on Taverna's channel for more of the Brunch Bunch. I was trying to think of how to give a summary of what's going on for those interested, but I don't know where to start. We're walking through a forest. There's a ghost. It possessed one of our members. We did our best to have that not happen, but it seems like it's gonna happen anyway. And now we're walking into a spooky little shack that my augury has been a little bit conflicted about. So we shall see. We're a little bit of weal, a little bit of woe, and the Dark Lord card in my Taraka deck, so that'll be fun. So that'll be probably 3-ish to 4-ish starting Eastern tomorrow. Though sometimes he starts a little bit late if there's tech issues. But on the Discord, I'll make an announcement when we're starting. So yeah, stop by if you have the time. It's quite a lot of fun, and it's a fun group to play with. As for our streams on this channel, there'll be a Whispers in the Woods most likely, unless anything comes up. It might be another shorter one, depending on how tomorrow and tonight go with my progress on the notes. But I'll keep everybody updated. If you want those updates, follow me on Twitter or join our Discord. The links are here. Thought I spelled it wrong for a sec because it took a second to appear. The links are here. Here's the Twitter link, it's just at Grand Lorien, and here is the Discord link. It's not just for players. You can join and discuss what's going on in the campaigns. There's channels for all the different campaigns, as well as meme channels for your ship posts, and an art channel, which has tons and tons of really, really good stuff. So you can scroll back and check that out. Or they're always posting new stuff from time to time. If you want to catch up on old sessions, and it's not on my Twitch, then go look at the archive on YouTube. That's where I put all the VODs for safekeeping. Not so safe a couple weeks ago, I know, but they're safe now. They seem to be working now, which is a very unfortunate thing that I was very, very angry about for quite some time. I still am, kind of, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. If you want to read more about the world that all the campaigns I run on this channel take place in, Grand Lorien, of course, then you can check out our World Anvil. It's got deities, factions, characters, and places. So if you want to read up a little bit more about the bride and groom, the gods of death, that Zero was talking to Priestess Stone about today, then you can take a peek. Not all the information is there. I like to have a little bit kind of come up more in play, as we saw today. But it'll give you some good background information. For reference, this campaign takes place in Middlemere. In particular, they are just leaving Glory Bell now. So if you want to read up more about that, go ahead. It's all there for you. That's all I have for tonight. So, if anybody has anything else to add, feel free. But otherwise, thank you for watching.
Give your subs.
uh, oh yeah, if you have not followed, follow. And if you have not used your Twitch Prime and feel like you enjoy this channel, feel free to use that here. We're always grateful. And we're also trying to reach 100 followers. We're very, very close. We'll do something fun when that happens. So fill that little bar. Other than that, that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching.
Thank you for DMing.
It's been fun as always. Thank you for playing. Other than that, thank you for the compliments. It's been a little while, so I'm a little bit rusty at the ending wrap up there, but I think we got it. Other than that, I think since we got like 8 people here, let's send you to another channel. Who's live? All right, perfect. Wanderlust is live. Hopefully, he's not ending right now. Yeah, I'll send you to Wanderlust. Looks like he's making maps, so let's do a raid. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Be polite. And if you are going to stick around and watch Wanderlust stream, make sure that you actually remove the raid part from the URL. Otherwise, it won't count as views for him. But take care, and have a good night.
Good
night.
night.
Bye.